Let me go get that old pay stub so I could really know what I'm talking about. Give me just a second. Hey you guys, welcome back to Save File as Paralegal. For those of you that are new, my name is Talia and I currently work as a house counsel legal assistant for a large insurance company. And for those of you returning, thank you so much for coming back and showing your support. Please make sure to leave an emoji down in the comments and let me know how you're doing, and let me know if you've seen this video and if it was helpful to you. So today I wanted to do an update video of how much I make as a legal assistant or paralegal now that I have some experience under my belt. For those of you who don't know, I created a video and it is still my second most watched video on my channel. It's how much I made as a paralegal when I first graduated my paralegal program back in December 2019. That was my first paralegal job, first full-time, let me say that, my first full-time paralegal job. And I share with you guys how much my first paycheck was as a paralegal, and I still get so many comments. I still get so many likes and views from that video even today. And people, I think what makes me most happy about that video, is the camaraderie and the similarities between people in different states, some people that are in my same state, just everything that goes on in the comment section of that video is very interesting. If you get a chance, I'll leave it somewhere so you guys can view it. But I wanted to do an update to that video now that I have about 3.5 years experience, right? 2020, 2021, 2022. Yeah, with the combined, I have about 3.5 years experience now. So I want to share with you guys how much I currently make. But if you haven't watched that video, I did pull up an old pay stub. So to give you an idea of what I was making as a full-time paralegal, in the Tampa Bay area. I live in Florida. And this was, again, me fresh out of my paralegal program. I had graduated December. I started that job in January. Dun, dun, dun. So my gross pay was $1,280. And after taxes, my net take-home pay was $1,093.31. I was making $16 an hour at that time. So if you haven't been following my channel, you wouldn't know that I got so fed up with that law firm. It was literally like top 2 worst job. It's my second worst job I've ever had in my life, ever in my years of working. And I left. Now, they didn't even allow me to work my 2 weeks. They just told me that Friday was going to be my last day, and I didn't even come back. So I literally just left. And it was the best. At the time, I was scared, but it became the best decision that I could ever make, because I was sticking up for myself and saying, you guys treat me like shit. You don't even pay me to treat me like this. The least you can do if you're going to treat people like this is pay the girls, okay? So now, today, I'm going to share with you guys. So you guys know that I have been with this same insurance company. It'll be 2 years in August, so a little over 1.5 years. I've been working there, and I started on the compliance side of the legal house, and now my official title is legal assistant. And if you guys know anything about the industry, you know paralegal and legal assistant, they go hand in hand. So now with my experience that I brought when I applied for this job in house counsel, I'll tell you what, I didn't even have to bargain with my salary, negotiate my salary, because I was prepared to do so. They paid me what I think is reasonable for my area and the workload that I would have. So like I said, I now work for the same insurance company, but instead of on the compliance side of the house for property and home, I work in house counsel, and I specifically support the BI team. So, okay, so to give you guys a timeline so that this doesn't feel or look crazy, fresh out of graduating, I accepted my first paralegal job at the New Year's, the week of New Year's, at a personal injury firm in the St. Petersburg area. And I started actually making $15 an hour. After my 90 days, and actually because she felt like I was doing a good work, they actually, before my 90 days, I got a $1 raise. So I went from making $15 an hour to $16 an hour. So I got a little bit of, I got a $1 raise, okay? And I stayed in that job from January of 2020 until mid-July of 2020. And I accepted a licensing coordinator position at a large insurance company, and we're bracketed under legal, but we were on the compliance side. So when I took that position, I went from making $16 an hour, that was my last amount that I was making hourly, to making $18.75 an hour. Well, even though I know you guys are saying, girl, that still sounds not enough, I agree. I started that job making $39,000 a year, and when I sat in the role, and I've said this in previous videos, I knew I was being underpaid. The amount of work that we were required to do and keep up with was insane. And so I really pushed and asked, how do I make more money in this role? What is the highest amount that I can expect to make in this role? How long will it take me to get there? And because I started digging, they started, I guess, kind of, I don't want to say positioning me, but my supervisor took what I said and started putting me in a position where I would be able to bargain for more once it came annual time. What is it called? Annual review time, and I could ask for more money. So I started there in August of 2020 until January of 2022. That's how much I was making. And in January 2022, I got a raise and a title change. I became a senior licensing coordinator, even though I was doing all of the duties of a senior licensing coordinator before that. We're not going to talk about that in this video, but I became a senior licensing coordinator, and my pay salary went from $39,000 a year to $43,500. Well, a month later, I got this position, and I was ready. Girl, I had already been played for so long. I was ready to negotiate. I had my verbiage down. I had everything I was going to say, but thankfully they didn't play me. Okay, so what I currently make, let me pull up my pay stub. I currently make as now we have tiers in our department. So you're LA legal assistant 1, 2, 3, 4 floater. Okay, those are the progressions that you should be making, and then you move into management. So I currently sit as a legal assistant 1. Okay, so my first full paycheck at my new salary, and to give you guys a yearly idea of what I currently make now with this 3.5 years combined experience, because it wasn't all at one place, don't get that twisted. I currently make $48,500 annually, and that breaks down to $23.32. I'm gonna round it up because it's 317. 32 cents an hour. So my first paycheck grossed in at, oh, this isn't a good example because I use PTO. Let me get another one, hold on. Oh, here go one. Is this the one that got PTO? Okay, this one does not. So this is just straight without PTO. The other one wasn't a good example because I had 3 hours of PTO. This is a example of straight thing. And my pay rate is the same because there's no overtime in this department. So my gross earnings was $1,865.38 after, and to give you even more good numbers, after taxes, and I pay with all of my I have insurance. Oh, I do have it. Oh no. Oh, nice. With my insurance, dental, and my FSA, that comes out to about $118, but you guys know that's pre-tax. So the net that I take home is $1,478.60. So for me, that's a big financial jump, and I have already seen the benefits of that. How did I get here? I would love to tell you guys that I worked really hard and bustled through. Part of that is true, but I also strategized. While I didn't come in as a legal assistant, because at the time I didn't meet their requirements as far as experience is concerned. So I said, I still need to get in here. This is a nice company. I told you guys before, and if you don't know this about me, I am not a big proponent of small law firms. I am a corporate structured person. That's what worked best for me. I need that hierarchy. I prefer that hierarchy while I'm working for someone else. And I feel like it's even important if you're working as an entrepreneur to have someone else to delegate, you know what I mean? But we're not going to get in that video as well. But for me personally, my personal choice and personal comfort is working in a hierarchy. I also like how this is styled out because I don't work for my attorney in this department. I work in tangent with my attorney, and I have a supervisor. So if I have an issue with my attorney, I can speak to my attorney, and if I need to escalate it, I can go to their manager or my manager, and then my manager goes to their manager. So it kind of leaves some, you know, less tension between each other, because I think what people don't realize is the relationship between paralegal, legal assistant, and attorney is so important to be smooth and symbiotic in a way that it's mutually beneficial to both of you. And if that is not balanced, if there's a rift on any side, it's a terrible experience. It just is. So I knew once I got into that licensing seat that I was going to work there a year, because that's what they were requiring. If you didn't have the other requirements, you had to at least be in your current role in order to move for a year. But after that, it was a no. And that's exactly what I did. Well, it was August, September, October, November, December. So 4 months from my year that I made it, I applied for this position, and a few months later I've transitioned. So I'm already where I want to be, and I like it. I've gone through the training. I'm good, love it, and I'm excited. Now I have to make a better plan, but I wanted to update you guys on how much I currently make now that I have a little bit more experience under my belt. And everything that I said in that video, I still stand by, and I still also stand by. Ask for what you want, and if they say no, then negotiate for what you need. But closed mouths don't get fed. You gotta ask, and you gotta negotiate. Even if you don't feel like they're playing you, negotiate anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure your notification bells are on. You guys can find me over on Instagram at SaveFile as Paralegal, and I'll see you guys next time. Be blessed and be well. Bye.